Jesus loves me. In my loneliness, where silence echoes with tears, there's a quiet, lingering feeling many of us know all too well. Loneliness. Loneliness isn't always loud. Sometimes it hides in silent moments, even in a crowded room. It's when you scroll through social media and see 100 smiling faces, feel like no one's really thinking about you. It's when the dark room feels too big, and the ticking clock sounds like an echo of your empty soul. Loneliness comes in many forms. After losing someone, after betrayal, after a breakup, after moving to a new city, or simply when it feels like no one really understands you. We live in the most connected time in history, and yet many of us feel completely disconnected. You might have hundreds of friends on Facebook, but not one person to cry with, and it's in moments like these that the questions creep in. Is anyone truly with me? Does God see me? Does He understand this loneliness I feel? The answer is yes. He sees, He understands, and He's right there, quiet, but never far. Loneliness doesn't mean you've been abandoned one. Even Jesus felt alone. Did you know that even Jesus, the creator of the universe, experienced deep, soul-crushing loneliness? He chose to become human, to understand us from the inside out. He was abandoned by friends. In the Garden of Gethsemane, as He prayed in agony, His disciples fell asleep. When He was arrested, they ran. When He was crucified, only a few stayed near. And on the cross He cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" That was the cry of someone utterly alone. And He went through that, so you and I would know He understands our loneliness. Do when no one gets me. Jesus does. No one knows you better than Jesus. Maybe you've tried to open up before and got dismissed. Maybe you've trusted someone and got hurt. But Jesus isn't like people. Before a word is on my tongue, you know it completely. He doesn't just know what you say, He knows how you feel. He understands the silent tears in the middle of the night. He understands the ache of being forgotten. Jesus doesn't wait for you to cheer up before He draws close. He shows up in the tears, in the silence, in the dark room, where the light of the cross reaches into the deepest corners of your loneliness. 3. Even Bible heroes were lonely, and God met them there. Elijah. After showing God's power before a whole nation, Elijah ran in fear and depression. Alone in a cave, he begged God to take his life. He thought, I'm the only one left. But God came. Not in fire or thunder, but in a gentle whisper. As if to say, I'm here even when you can't see me. Hagar, a rejected Egyptian servant, wandering alone in the desert. But God appeared to her. She gave him a name, El-Roi, the God who sees me. Loneliness didn't destroy her because she knew someone still saw her. David, while hiding in caves, betrayed by those he trusted, he wrote, "Though my father and mother forsake me, the Lord will receive me." The moments when it feels like no one's left are often when God makes Himself the most real. 4. Loneliness can be a doorway to deeper encounter. We often try to find God in the noise, in the busy church service, the crowds, in the busyness of life. But sometimes it's in the emptiness where He comes closest. When no one else is near, we start to hear His whisper. When all other noise fades, His love speaks loudest. Loneliness isn't always a curse. It might just be an invitation to rediscover your connection with the Father. 5. From loneliness to love, there's a powerful image in the video you might be picturing. A young person sits alone in a dark room. No voices, no messages, just a dim light, and a cross hanging on the wall. Then slowly, a gentle light begins to shine from the cross. It doesn't light up the whole room, just enough to reveal Jesus' eyes. Not eyes of judgment, not eyes that ask, "Why are you so weak?" but eyes that gently ask, "Do you know? I've been here the whole time." And the young person begins to cry, but not the tears of despair. The tears of being seen, understood, and loved. You are never truly alone. If you're reading this in a season of loneliness, let me say this: you are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not alone. There is a God who sees you, knows you, and loves you more deeply than anyone else ever could. Jesus never promised we'd always have people around us. But he did promise this: I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. Loneliness may come, but it's not the end. Because even in the deepest darkness, the light of Jesus still shines. You don't need to wait for others to make you feel loved. Love is already there. From the cross, from his gentle eyes, from the one who's been quietly waiting for you to open your heart. If this message touched your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Click subscribe to keep walking through the God is Speaking to You series. Hit like if you believe God is whispering in your silence. Share this with someone who needs to hear. Loneliness isn't the end. Love is still here. See you in the next episode. God speaks through people. May the Lord be with you, even in the quietest moments.